Jesus Christ gave the world a teaching so simple, yet so powerful, that it has the strength to change lives and even nations. He said, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." This golden rule is more than just words. It is a way of life. It calls us to live with kindness, to show respect, and to treat every person with the same love and dignity we desire for ourselves. In our families, in our friendships, in our workplaces, and even among strangers, this one rule can bring peace, unity, and hope. Today, as we explore the heart of this teaching, let us see how it can guide us in a world that often forgets the power of love. The words, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you," carry a depth that speaks directly to the human heart. This teaching is an invitation to live with empathy, to look beyond ourselves and imagine how life feels in another person's place. It calls us to pause and ask, if I were in their situation, how would I want to be treated? When we learn to see life through the eyes of others, our actions begin to flow with compassion. The meaning also lies in respect. Every human being, no matter their background, their struggles, or their differences, carries dignity. The Golden Rule reminds us to honor that dignity, just as we long for our own to be honored. To treat others with respect is not a choice but a reflection of the respect we desire in return. This teaching also speaks of kindness. Each one of us hopes for a gentle word in times of pain, a helping hand in moments of weakness, and forgiveness when we fall short. The Golden Rule tells us that the very things we crave from others are the things we must first give. Kindness, when freely offered, has the power to heal wounds and bring light into the darkest places. It is called golden because its value never fades. Unlike rules that change with cultures or generations, this truth is timeless and universal. Whether in a small village or a great city, whether spoken 2,000 years ago or today, it still shines with the same brilliance. It belongs to all of humanity, a principle that unites us in our common longing for love, fairness, and peace. Each day gives us countless opportunities to live out this teaching. It does not always appear in big, dramatic moments, but in the small choices we make. When we see a stranger in need, we can choose to help, just as we would hope someone would help us if we were in their place. When we speak, we can choose words of kindness instead of anger, knowing that we too long to hear gentle words when our hearts are heavy. In our families, the Golden Rule asks us to be patient, to forgive mistakes, and to show care, because each of us desires patience and forgiveness when we fail. In our schools and workplaces, it teaches us to act with honesty and fairness, because we also want to be treated with respect and justice. Even in moments when no one is watching, the rule guides us. It tells us to let compassion lead our decisions, whether it is giving time to listen, offering encouragement, or simply treating others with dignity. And when we choose to forgive instead of holding on to grudges, we set others free. And in doing so, we free ourselves. This teaching is not limited to our close circles. It extends even to strangers, to those who may never repay us, and even to those who oppose us. For one day, we too may be the stranger in need, and we too hope to be met with mercy. The Golden Rule shows us that every act of love we give has the power to echo back into our own lives. When we live by the Golden Rule, the first change begins within our own hearts. Choosing love over anger and forgiveness over revenge brings peace to our souls. It frees us from the burden of hatred and allows us to walk in joy and contentment. Relationships become stronger because trust and respect grow when people treat one another with fairness and kindness. Beyond the personal level, this teaching has the power to transform communities. When neighbors care for neighbors, when friends stand for each other, when leaders act with justice and mercy, society itself becomes more caring and just. Conflicts reduce, compassion increases, and people begin to live with a sense of unity instead of division. Even the smallest acts lived out through this rule can create ripples that spread far and wide. A kind word, a forgiving heart, a helping hand. These may seem simple, but they carry the power to inspire others to do the same. One act of goodness can lead to another, until it multiplies into something greater than we imagined. The Golden Rule is not just a personal guide, but a vision for a better world. If each of us lives by it, we not only change our own lives, but also plant seeds of peace and love that can heal families, communities, and even nations. The Golden Rule is not only a teaching for the past, it is a message for today. In a world where people are often quick to judge, argue, and divide, this simple truth still has the power to heal and unite. On social media, where words can so easily harm, it reminds us to speak with respect and kindness, just as we want others to speak to us. In our workplaces, it calls us to honesty, fairness, and integrity, because we too long for fairness in how we are treated. In our homes and friendships, the rule reminds us to show patience, to forgive quickly, and to love deeply, because these are the very things we hope to receive from the ones closest to us. Even across nations and cultures, it offers a path away from conflict and hatred toward understanding and peace. This teaching is timeless because human hearts have not changed. We still need love, compassion, and justice. If we live by this simple yet powerful rule, we can reduce hatred, heal divisions, and bring light into a world that often chooses darkness. The teaching of Jesus Christ is clear and simple. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This one line carries the power to change not only our lives, but the world around us. If we live by this truth, choosing love over anger, forgiveness over revenge, and kindness over selfishness, we can create homes filled with peace, communities filled with unity, and a world filled with hope. Let us not wait for others to begin. Let it start with us. Today, in the way we speak, in the way we act, and in the way we treat those around us. If each of us lives by this rule, we can truly make the world a better place. And if this message has touched your heart, share it, so that the light of kindness and love may spread even further.